Good morning, children. How are you all? Hope safe and healthy. Yesterday we had discussed about the author, outline of the story, schools of the future, like learning through computers, virtual classroom, robotic teachers and moving e-text, right? Yeah. Today we are going to discuss about the actual lesson in which we are going to pass through the conversation between the two children, between Maggie and Tommy, about the comparison of the schools. And here we go. The conversation starts here. The text part. Margie even wrote about it that night in her diary. On the page headed 17 May 2157, she wrote, "Today, Tommy found a real book." And my explanation, Margie, a 11-year-old girl, is the main character of the story. She writes a diary on the night of 17th May 2157. Children, right now we are living in 2020. As we have discussed earlier, this story is set in the future. So it's almost 137 years from now. She writes an entry in her diary that Tommy found a real book. She feels so strange because in her times real books do not exist. They only have e-books. Now the text part. It was a very old book. Margie's grandfather once said that when he was a little boy, his grandfather told him that there was a time when all stories were printed on paper. Explanation part. Margie has reminded about her grandfather that he once told her that his grandfather studied all the books that were printed on the paper. So the children felt that this kind of book is an ancient for them, like something which is very old and something which is like historical and they cannot imagine. And Margie is talking about the book that Tommy found. Come to the text part. They turned the pages which were yellow and crinky. Underline the word crinky. Crinky means it like folds and lines like a paper crushed. And it was awfully funny to read words. Underline awfully funny. Awfully funny means very funny. It was awfully funny to read words that stood still instead of moving the way they were supposed to. Guys, underline stood still. Stood still means it is just standing like printed on the paper and it's not moving as it is moving on the computer screen. Okay. Stood still instead of moving the way they were supposed to. On a screen, you know. And then when they turned back to the page before, it had the same words on it that it had had when they read it the first time. Come to the explanation. The pages of the book had turned yellow and had been crushed as it was very old. They found it very funny to read the words that stand still. Now, what does it mean by that word that stood still? As the words were printed on the pages, they do not move. On the other hand, the books that Margie and Tommy were having were e-books that keeps on moving as your screen moves. Whenever you flip the pages, you can see the same things written on the page, but in e-books, the text keeps on changing along with the screen. I think students, now you can compare because right now we are using both books with printed pages and e-books. Now come to the text part 2. Gee, said Tommy, what a waste. When you are through with the book, you just throw it away, I guess. Our television screen must have had a million books on it, and it's good for plenty more. I wouldn't throw it away. Children, underline the word through. Here, through means completing, like finishing. Now come to the explanation. Tommy did not like the printed book. He said that it was a waste because when you complete reading a book, you have to throw it away. In this case, he felt that the computer screen is far better because it had shown him many books and still he could read many more and he can save many more. He wouldn't have thrown away after reading, right? Now come to the text part. Same with mine, said Margie. She was 11 and hadn't seen as many telebooks as Tommy had. He was 13. Underline the book, underline the word telebooks, guys. Now my explanation part. Here Margie agreed with Tommy's opinion because she has not read as many books as Tommy had read. Why? Because Tommy is 3 years older than Margie. Now come to the text part. She said, "Where did you find it?" "In my house." He pointed without looking because he was busy reading in the attic. "What is it about?" "School." Come to the explanation part. Now, Margie is asking Tommy that where had he found that book. Tommy replied that he found the book in the attic. As here attic means a storeroom. He did not even turn his face towards Margie because he was busy reading the book. He was very interested in reading that book and he is not able to turn his face towards Margie. Margie asked that, "What was the book about, Tommy?" And Tommy replied that the book was about the school. Text part 3. Margie was scornful. Underline the word scornful. It is like something which is worthless, like you are ignoring, like you are not interested. You feel that it is something waste. School? What is there to write about school? I hate school. Margie always hated school, but now she hated it more than ever. The mechanical teacher had been giving her test after test in geography and she had been doing worse and worse until her mother had shaken her head sorrowfully and sent for the county inspector. Children, underline the word mechanical teacher. Here mechanical teacher is like something programmed in the computer to teach the children through the computers. And underline the word county inspector. County inspector is like a mechanic, a person who repairs, which is programmed in a system, like a person who repairs the mechanical teacher when it shows some error. Explanation part. Margie is asking, "School?" She's asking Tom, "School?" Because she thought that what would be there to write a whole book about school? Why did Margie hate school? Here it comes. She hated school because it was not like our schools. It was a virtual classroom which is just next to her bedroom. There was a machine teaching the lessons, so she hated it very much. Margie hated this mechanical teacher because it was giving her so many tests on geography in which she felt very difficult for that and her performance was also getting worse day by day. Later her mother found that there was something wrong in that machine teaching and called the county inspector to check. Here county inspector, as I said, county inspector means a mechanic who repairs the mechanical teachers. Text part 4. He was a round little man with a red face and a whole box of tools with dials and wires. He smiled at Margie and gave her an apple, then took the teacher apart. Explanation. Margie describes the county inspector as a round little man with a red face and he was carrying a big box of tools and wires. He came to repair the computer. That is, he came to repair the mechanical teacher. When he saw Margie, he smiled at her and gave her an apple. Text part. Margie had hoped he wouldn't know how to put it together again, but he knew how all right, and after an hour or so, there it was again, large and black and ugly, with a big screen on which all the lessons were shown and the questions were asked. This wasn't so bad. Explanation. When he opened the computer and repairing, when the county inspector opened the computer and started repairing, Margie was hoping, like she wished, she was praying, she hoped that he would be unable to reset it again. The computer must not get repaired it back because she hated the computer. She did not like the mechanical teacher. But as this man was an expert in this field, within an hour or so, he repaired it and set it back. As she disliked the computer, as she hated the mechanical teacher, she described it as it was very big, black and ugly. And again all the lessons were appeared and all the questions were appeared on the screen's gone, the screen started moving. This is with and where Margie started hating the mechanical teacher. Text part. The inspector had smiled after he was finished and patted Margie's head. He said to her mother, "It's not the little girl's fault, Mrs. Jones. I think the geography sector was geared a little too quick." Underline the word geared, guys. It means to a particular, it's adjusted to be fixed to a particular standard or level. Those things happen sometimes. I have showed it up to an average 10-year level. Actually, the overall pattern of her progress is quite satisfactory. And he patted Margie's head again. Explanation. After repairing, after the county inspector, after repairing the computer, he told Margie's mother that it was not that little girl's fault in getting low marks in geography because it was geared to higher level than her age. Geared means, as I said, it was set into particular level than her age. He also said that it happened sometimes and told that he had adjusted it to an average 10-year level. Actually, her overall performance is quite satisfactory for her age. He smiled again at Margie and patted her head. Text. Margie was disappointed. Underline the word disappointed. Disappointed means sad, feeling very sad. Okay. She had been hoping that they would take the teacher away altogether. They had once taken Tommy's teacher away for nearly a month because the history sector had blanked out completely. So she said to Tommy, "Why would anyone write about the school? Why would anyone write about school?" Explanation. Now Margie is very disappointed. She felt very sad because she was hoping, she was wishing that the county inspector can't repair it and would have taken that mechanical teacher away. She was hoping so because once they had taken away Tommy's mechanical teacher away, as it was also blank completely. Once Tommy's mechanical teacher also performed little bad. So that particular county inspector who came to repair Tommy's computer, he was unable to fix it back and he took that computer to his place to repair it and didn't return it for a month. So for that sake, as this our Margie, as she hates the computer and the mechanical teacher, this way of learning through computers, she was wishing that if there is no computer at their home, she will not be sitting in the virtual classroom and learning such things. But that didn't happen. That this mechanical teacher is alright now. The county inspector had repaired it back. So she felt very sad. This is the reason why she asked Tommy that why would anyone write about school? She felt that all the children hates school as she does now. She was in a she was in an image that all the students hate the school as she does. That is why she was asking such question Why would anyone write about school? Like a whole book about school. Text part 6. Tommy looked at her with very superior eyes. Because it's not our kind of school, stupid. This is the old kind of school that they had hundreds and hundreds of years ago. He added loftily, pronouncing the word carefully. Centuries ago. Children underline the word superior, loftily, and centuries. Explanation. Tommy looked at her. Tommy looked at Margie with very superior eyes. Here, superior eyes means that Tommy knew that Margie doesn't know what he was talking about. He knew that she was not aware of that. He told that Margie was thinking something silly, something funny, because she did not know that the old kind of schools were not similar to that of the schools of now. He added loftily. Here the loftily means he spoke in a high tone like in superior way, like as if he knows more than Margie. He told her centuries ago, that is some 100 years ago, the schools are different. Coming to the text part. Margie was hurt. Well, I don't know what kind of school they had all the time ago. She read the book over his shoulder for a while, then said, anyway, they had a teacher. It means Margie was hurt with the way Tommy spoke because she did not know what kind of schools they had earlier, and the way Tommy spoke to her, his tone is little loud. So she was hurt. She was very curious to know how the group of children sitting and listening to a real teacher. So she read the book over Tommy's shoulders. Then she said, anyway, they had a teacher. She started imagining a group of children in a classroom with a real teacher. Understood? Now coming to the text part. Sure, they had a teacher, but it wasn't a regular teacher. It was a man. Underline the word regular. A man? How could a man be a teacher? Well, he just told the boys and girls things and gave them homework and asked them questions. Here regular means the teacher they had, their regular teacher is a mechanical teacher. The teacher what Tommy and Margie is having is a mechanical teacher, so they called it as a regular teacher. Understood? Margie was not able to believe. Tommy is comparing the real teacher with their regular machine teacher. He said that it was a human who taught centuries ago. It was a man. Here Tommy is telling clearly that centuries ago in school there was a real man, humans. Human will be teaching in the classroom and not the machine teacher. Margie was astonished. She was surprised. She was not able to believe that a man is teaching as she was used to mechanical teaching. Tommy also includes that the real teacher interacts directly with the students while teaching. The teacher discusses the things, gave them homework and asked them many questions. But each and everything will be in the direct contact and everything will be done in the classroom. This is what Tommy explained to Margie. Text part, para 7. A man? A man isn't smart enough. Sure he is. My father knows as much as my teacher. He knows almost as much. I betcha. Underline the word betcha. Betcha means betting. He is challenging. Margie wasn't prepared to dispute that. Dispute means disagree, like she is not agreeing with him. She said, I wouldn't want a strange man in my house to teach me. Explanation. Margie told that a man is not smart enough. According to her, the real teacher is not as intelligent as her mechanical teacher. Tommy told Margie not to calculate the human mind. He is just warning her like don't underestimate human mind. He also added to that like Tommy's father knows as much as the machine. Now Tommy is betting Margie that the real teacher knew as much as the mechanical teacher. Here, listen. But Margie was not agreeing with him. She told that she did not wanted a strange man. That is, she did not wanted an unknown person to come to her house and teach her. Text part. Tommy screamed with laughter. Underline the word scream, children. Here scream means laughing with loud, a sound which increases while laughing, like bursting with laughter. You don't know much, Margie. The teachers didn't live in the house. They had a special building and all the kids went there. And all the kids learned the same thing. Sure, if they were the same age. Explanation. Here, after listening to Margie, Tommy found it very funny. He just felt that she's talking something stupid. He felt very funny and screamed like he bursted with laughter. He said that the teachers did not come to the students' home to teach. They had a building specially for school and the students went there to study and learn. Now Margie was astonished by this. Astonishment, she was surprised by this. She asked that, did all the children learn the same thing? And Tommy replied, of course, if the children are in the same age, simultaneously they will be learning the same thing. Text para 8. But my mother says a teacher has to be adjusted to fit the mind of each boy and girl. It teaches and children listen again. I am going to read again. But my mother says a teacher has to be adjusted to fit the mind of each boy and girl it teaches, and that each kid has to be taught differently. Just the same, they did not do it that way then. If you don't like it, you don't have to read the book. I didn't say I didn't like it, Margie said quickly. She wanted to read about those funny schools. Explanation. Margie says that her mother told her that the machine had to be adjusted for the student's mind level of that particular age. She was telling that her mother told, like if Margie is a 10-year-old or 11-year-old girl, the machine will be adjusted to teach her to the level of her age. And it should differ from each and every child. Tommy replied that they did not teach in this way in those days. He told that in those days the teachers will not teach like this. At one stage, he got irritated. Tommy was irritated because she is going on asking questions which she is not aware of, and she started irritating Tommy. So at one stage, Tommy was irritated and said that she need not read the book if she is not interested. As our Margie, as our Margie was very interested and curious to know what kind of schools were there, she replied immediately within fraction of seconds that I didn't say that I like it. She replied, what did she reply? She said, I didn't say that I didn't like it. She felt that they were fun in those schools. She felt like the students were having so much fun in those days schools. Text part. They weren't even half finished when Margie's mother called, "Margie, school." Margie looked up. "Not yet, Mama." "Now," said Mrs. Jones. "And it's probably time for Tommy too." Margie said to Tommy, "Can I read the book some more with you after school?" So when these discussions were going on between Tommy and Margie, Margie did not even finish reading half of the book about that olden day schools. When suddenly her mother called. Her mother called her to attend the class in the virtual classroom as the time was up. Her mother called Margie to attend the class because it was time for her to attend the online class in her virtual classroom, which is adjacent to her bedroom. Here our Margie is not willing to attend the class as we all know. So she replied, "Not yet, Mama," like the time is not up. Margie's mother told in a loud voice, "Now." She also told that it was time for Tommy also to attend the class. So Margie has to agree with her mother. Here Margie was very interested in reading the real book. She asked Tommy now that if she could read the book along with him after the school. She wants to continue reading that real book which was left. Half she had finished and still half more is to have to read. She had to read still half more. So she was asking Tommy that she could read, if she could read the book along with Tommy after school. Test part 9, paragraph 9. "Maybe," he said nonchalantly. Underline the word nonchalantly. Nonchalantly means showing something low interest. He is not interested, like he is ignoring. He walked away whistling. We underline the word whistling. Children, I hope you all know what is meant by a whistle, right? Underline the word whistling. The dusty old book tucked beneath his arm. Here Tommy is trying to ignore her. He is not showing it because he knew that Margie is very much interested with his book. So he is just trying to show superiority over Margie. So he tried to ignore her and said that maybe she could read it. And then Tommy was feeling very great. He was feeling very great because Margie was interested. She was very curious in reading the remaining half of the book, and he knew that. He placed that book under his arm and went off to his home whistling. Text part. Margie went into the schoolroom. It was right next to her bedroom, and the mechanical teacher was on and waiting for her. It was always on at the same time every day except Saturday and Sunday, because her mother said little girls learn better if they learned at regular hours. The screen was lit up and it said, "Today's arithmetic lesson is on the addition of proper fractions. Please insert yesterday's homework in the proper slot." Explanation. Margie reached her school, right? She went into her virtual classroom, which is just beside her, right next to her bedroom. So she went into that virtual classroom to attend the class, and there was a machine teacher. The mechanical teacher is waiting for Margie to start its class to teach her. It was on and was waiting for her to begin teaching. Margie studied all the days except Saturdays and Sundays. At the same time from his mechanical teacher also. She attends the classes every day in particular time, and she will not attend the class. She will attend the class on Saturdays and Sundays because of her mother's instructions. Why? Listen. Margie's mother was very particular. She already told Margie that she would learn better if she would study every day at the same time. If we read during the weekdays in a particular time on a regular basis, no need to attend the class on Saturdays and Sundays. and Margie sat in front of the mechanical teacher. She sat in front of the computer and the computer was already on, and the mechanical teacher is waiting for her to start the class. It also said, as soon as she started taking the class, it said that the lesson of the yesterday was in arithmetic and the topic was addition of proper fractions. And also it instructed her to insert the homework given in the previous day in the given particular slot. And it's also instructing Margie to insert the yesterday's given homework in the proper slot. Para 10. Margie did so with a sigh. Underline the word sigh. She was thinking about the old schools they had when her grandfather's grandfather was a little boy. All the kids from the whole neighborhood came, laughing and shouting in the schoolyard, sitting together in the classroom, going home together at the end of the day. They learned the same things so they could help one another with the homework and talk about it. Here our Margie life is also very mechanical, just like a machine, because the same teacher, she is daily she is listening to the same teacher, no friends around her, none to discuss and share her good and bad. And Margie's life of learning in school is also very mechanical, which is similar to the machine. There is no fun in her classroom. She was sitting alone in her classroom. It is very boring to her just sitting and watching the machine. Margie is thinking of the story told by her and her grandfather. She was thinking of the story told to her by her grandfather. Which story? That her grandfather told that his grandfather used to go to school when he was a little boy. As we had discussed the starting of the lesson, her grandfather told, right, that his grandfather used to read the real books. Now she was thinking about that in her virtual classroom. She was just thinking that how happy they would be at those days. Her grandfather told her that his grandfather used to go to school when he was a little boy. As Margie is bored with this machine, as she was vexed with the machine, she is reminded of that life. She was feeling her grandpa's past days. And this is the life that you all are living at present. But for the future, kids, it will be just a memory of the past. Now I think we are all experiencing our school days with our friends, teachers, school building and all. Who knows, maybe it would be in future like this. And for them it will be a history because their life will be very different. They will study from machines. Right now, you children, you are also reading through the computers. This is the thing which will be going to happen in the future. When Margie comes to know that in the past children used to go to school, they sat together, laughed and enjoyed, they shouted in the school, they used to play in the playgrounds, and then they used to discuss. She was getting curious, she was getting more curious about it and wants to go to school. And here we also must realize the importance of our school life. Children sometimes getting bored and fed up of going to school. But if you don't have to go to school, you won't get to meet friends. Friends are the part of our life. So, if we are not in touch with our friends and if we are not going to school or we are trying to avoid it, then our life also will be very dull and we too also feel boring. And Margie feels that school is so much fun. She felt that those days schools were very fun. Children get together, study in a fun way, and they get the same home. All the children in the classroom used to get the same homework and the same test, and they can discuss. If one doesn't know the concept, they can discuss with their friends and understand, and they can take help and talk about it also. So all the students become friends and study in a funny way. On the other hand, it's a kind of jealous what our Margie is feeling now. Text part. And the teachers were people. The mechanical teacher was flashing on the screen when we add fractions. Half and 1/4. There we have to write 1/4, children. Write 1/4 in the dash. And Margie was thinking about how the kids must have loved it in the olden days. She was thinking about the fun they had. And Margie was already astonished. She felt surprised. She was feeling strange that the teachers were not machines. They were real human beings. They were real teachers who is standing in front of the children and teaching. Right? And also as Margie had inserted the homework. Yes, on the other hand, she was thinking all the things, and here she is inserting the homework also. As she had inserted her homework, the machine started with the lesson. There was no pause. Here children, when we are teaching the lesson, we used to pause and ask you questions, right? We used to interact with you. The teachers will interact with you, ask your ideas, discuss with your own ideas related to in and out of the school regarding the concept. But there was no pause, no time for fun, no time for chatting, no time for discussion, interacting with the friends and the teachers. So Margie was really irritated and bored. And thus our story ends. Here the story ends with the title of chapter, The Fun They Had. It means the fun the students had when they went to real schools. Like as of now, the fun the students who used to have in their olden days, according to Margie. So the fun the students had when they went to school, went to real schools. Margie is just thinking about the kids of the past. She was sitting alone and thinking about the kids of those olden days who went to school and enjoyed studies. She wanted that. She also wanted to go to school and have friends and have a lot of fun. So she felt disappointed. In the same way, she felt strange and also surprised regarding our real schools. Thus, we end our story with the title of the chapter 1, The Fun They Had. Now, children, after this, I am going to play you a story in the next slide. It is an animated story with the characters of Margie, Tommy and her mother, and who is the other person? That county inspector. So that you can see the same text content in a conversation, in a role play, so that you can analyze. As we gave in the content third part, analyze. So just go through the introduction part, outline of the structure, read the lesson line by line. Children, with this we have come to an end of the lesson. We have ended the chapter 1, The Fun They Had. Now take a screenshot or note down the given questions in the slide. For that, you have to frame your own answers and write in an A4 sheet and file them. So let me read the questions now. First one, when did Margie learn to write in a punch code? Number 2, where was Margie's classroom? Number 3, on which days Margie will not attend the class? And number 4, what did Margie's mother say about learning methods? So, you have to frame your own answers in an A4 sheet. If you want to refer, you can refer the textbook for the answers. I hope you all understood the lesson. You can write your own answers without referring also. If in need, you can refer the textbook and you can note down the answers. So, frame children, and without important, here you have to notice this thing. You have to frame everything without any grammatical mistakes. So, in the next part, we are going to play a video, an animated video regarding the story, regarding the conversation what they had between them. So thank you children. Have a stunning day.